Hey, what's up? Thanks for tuning into the Daily Drive. My name is Bro, and together we've been watching a true life mini-series together called Esther. It is so good, and if you missed any of it, go back and catch up. You can even read about it in the book of Esther in the Old Testament of the Bible. And today we are at episode 7, and we're calling it Flip or Flop. Haman, who is the villain in the story, his plan is beginning to flip, and Haman is feeling the flop. He is humiliated and dejected and reading a little bit about how his plan is coming unraveled like a cheap sweater. So Haman goes to the second of these two banquets that Esther had prepared for him and the king. The first one pumped up his ego, made him feel super special. He got so full of himself, got to hang with the royals. And now as they're sitting there, the king, at the peak of his curiosity, asks again, "Come on, what is it that you need, Queen Esther? Just ask, and it's yours." And Esther takes a deep breath and says with humility and courage, "Great king, if I have found favor with you, grant me this. I'm asking that you would spare my life, spare my people, for we have been sold for destruction, slaughter, and annihilation." And the king says, "What? By whom? Who would do such a thing? Where is the man who would dare do that?" And Esther says he's sitting right there. This wicked Haman, he's our adversary and our enemy. And then it says, Haman grew pale with fright before the king and queen. Well, the king goes off. I mean, this was his highest ranking official. How could somebody on the inside do something like this? And the king steps outside to his garden to cool off. And while he is gone, Haman begins to beg Esther for his life. It says, in despair, he fell on the couch where Queen Esther was reclining, just as the king was returning from the palace garden. I mean, the king walks back into this scene. It was kind of one of those, "Hey, get off my wife" kind of moments. And he says, "Will Haman even molest the queen while she is here with me in my own house?" It's not looking good for Haman. One of the attendants standing nearby, seeing the king's rage, suggests, he says, "Excuse me, king, but were you aware that a gallows 75 feet high stands by Haman's house? He had it made for Mordecai, who spoke up to help the king." And the king says, "Hang him on it." So they hanged Haman on the gallows he prepared for Mordecai. And gang, you can't make up stuff like this. Unreal. You know, it's been my experience that we really do reap what we sow. And pride really will take you out. Give it enough rope, ego will eventually hang you every time. Again, my prayer for you and my prayer for myself today, stay humble. Be honest. Don't make secret plans that Jesus can't be a part of. Deal with any resentment you might have in your heart toward anybody, because bitterness will wreck your life. Instead of erecting gallows, extend the hand of forgiveness and do it today. Well, we got one more episode. Come back for episode 8. We're going to call it Undercover Boss. Have a great day. See you back tomorrow.